Who are you? That's a question you have been asked so many times, but realistically, you don't know the answer. Because if someone asked me before, who am I would say my name is so and so and so. I do this course. I like these sort of hobbies. But that's not really answering the question. A lot of people would maybe say that, or they'll define themselves by their goals. And that's something that I've also had an issue with because I'm a person who feels my goals and purpose very strongly. I will used to think that the goals that I have are my purpose like through and through. Like if it doesn't happen, you can just kill me. Because if I don't achieve those goals, you can just kill me. But this year, I realized that even if I do achieve my goals, even if all of this does pan out well, then what? Then what? What happens after I achieve my goals? So I thought about it. And I thought I can't really define myself by my goals. I can't really define myself by my hobbies because my hobbies aren't me. And I thought maybe I can define myself by my morals and my virtues. But then again, it's almost like you're adding an adjective to who you are, sort of like your own name. And are you your name? I don't know. I haven't thought about that one. I just thought about that now. But names can be changed, so I guess you can change yourself if you change your name. But I've always wondered what my answer to who am I would be, if I'm in a job interview. And I came up with a conclusion. Firstly, I thought that, okay, my virtues and my models, but then again, that brings up what is models based out of or on? I should probably make a video about that, but what would I base my models on? Because realistically, in terms of the world, models are subjective, and that is actually a scary thing because what may be ethical to me may not be ethical to you, and what may be ethical to you may not be ethical to me. Look at people like Jeffrey Dahmer. But yeah, I decided I should probably scrap that. Um, and I thought, what really does make me? It was something that I really sat down on for a few days. And I came up with a simple sentence to describe myself. I'm like, dang, if I'm in a job interview and they ask, okay, who is this lady sitting in front of me? I just can't say this because I'll sound like a crazy person, but um, I would say if you ask me who am I would say I'm a girl with thoughts, passions, and purposes. I'm a girl with a dog and a cat. That sounds like the same thing, but if we break it down, you aren't your thoughts, but you have thoughts. You aren't your passions, but you have passions. You aren't your purpose, but you have a purpose. I guess you can say those are things that define a person, or at least define me. Although you could realistically um you could realistically swap out those words for anything else. Like I'm a girl with a dog, cat, and a mouse. But yeah, another thing as a Christian, I guess Christianity does identify you. If you're asking who am I, you can say I'm a child of God. So yeah, if you ask me who am I, I'll say I'm a girl with thoughts, passions, and purposes. That's probably the secondary answer. But the first answer would be I'm a child of God. And I feel like that gives me more identity than a person with the thoughts, passions, and purposes because those things are kind of fleeting. And I know my flesh is fleeting, but I'm a child of God forever. I want to have thoughts forever, and I want to have passions forever. Those things are also fleeting. It's why I also say purposes because I believe that you don't only have to be limited to one purpose. But yeah, that's all I have to say.